Voice is simply faster, more natural, and more flexible than typing. He said he's voice pilled, and I can see why. Whisperflow delivers what Reed calls the future of AI interaction.
If you want to learn how to use the RSI indicator properly, please continue to watch this video. I'm here to break your misconception of 70 level being overbought and 30 level being oversold. I'm going to show you why that is the biggest lie in day trading. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Artie, and this is The Moving Average, a show where we discuss everything day trading to keep you profitable. Let's not waste anybody's time, get right into the charts, and show you the RSI. All right, looking at the RSI, the standard settings for it is overbought at 70 level and oversold at the 30 level. So many people think that when price gets to this level right here, it will continue the opposite direction. Vice versa, when it gets here, it will continue to the other direction. This is true. However, this does not portray what the price actually does. Let me show you what I mean. Right now, the RSI is extremely overbought at 76. You're getting some doji candles. You think the price might reverse. And what ends up happening is price continues to go up and 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 up, wiping out every single stop loss along the way. Price can stay overbought or oversold for a very, very long time. What you are looking for is a break of a trend line. Then and only then should you get into a trade to the opposite direction. Now, once price breaks a trend line, it will not always reverse. The second option for when price fails to go in the opposite direction is an area of consolidation. So what I would like you guys to do is go into your RSI settings and get rid of the upper band, middle band, and lower band. Remove the RSI background fill. Now you are left with something like this. The standard moving average that they have built into the RSI will give you an indication of which way price is going. The RSI is a momentum indicator showing momentum. So if it's overbought, the momentum is to the upside. As the RSI is above this yellow line, it's showing a lot of bullish momentum. If it is below, it is showing a lot of bearish momentum. Use it as a momentum indicator, not as a reversal indicator. Now, this video is going to be a part of the intermediate playlist. So if you haven't seen all of those videos, check it out right here. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, nice, short,
Voice is simply faster, more natural, and more flexible than typing. He said he's voice pilled, and I can see why. Whisperflow delivers what Reed calls the
बहुत से लोग RSI इंडिकेटर का इस्तेमाल बिल्कुल गलत तरीके से करते हैं और इस ट्यूटोरियल में मैं आपको स्टॉक, क्रिप्टो या फॉरेक्स ट्रेडिंग के लिए इसका सही तरीके से इस्तेमाल करने का तरीका दिखाने जा रहा हूं।
So the misconception is that the overbought and oversold levels on the RSI are specifically for finding reversals. If the RSI is above 70, this is where the market is considered overbought and we can expect the price to reverse down. Same with the RSI going below 30. The market is considered oversold and we can expect the market to reverse up. Well, this is completely wrong. It's only useful if you're using it as a specific exit point in trading strategies in combination with other indicators regardless of the overall trend. You will most likely not predict actual market tops and bottoms by just using the 70 and 30 lines, and it's super frustrating to see so many traders on YouTube actually present it like this. So the actual way to use the RSI is as a momentum indicator. The most important level on the RSI is not 70 or 30. It's actually the 50 level, which is this dotted line right in the middle. So once the RSI cleanly breaks above the 50 level, this is a sign that the market is bullish. And once the RSI cleanly breaks below the 50 level, this is a sign that the market is bearish. Any move back or around the 50 level is like a support or resistance level for the momentum. You can even draw a box around it to avoid fakeouts here even more. Because if you get a move above or below the 50 level, it could easily be a fakeout and the market could still be in the same trend. So retests around the 50 level are actually great entries to hop into an uptrend or a downtrend, or at least to begin developing a bullish or bearish bias on the market. Now for divergences. A divergence is when the price is making higher highs, but the RSI is making lower highs. This would be bearish and we can expect the market to go down. These are actually great to use with the RSI if you use it correctly. And this is where the 30 and 70 levels actually come most in handy, because RSI divergences are most significant if they appear above the 70 level and below the 30 level. And this next tip for RSI is something that I've never seen on YouTube before, and it actually involves the setting within the indicator. So if you've ever gone into the settings of the RSI, you've probably seen the number 14 here as the RSI length. Well, what this means is that we only want to consider divergences on the RSI if there are 14 candles or lower apart from each other. So we wouldn't want to consider this as a bearish divergence because it's way more than 14 bars apart. But for this divergence, we could consider it and put more emphasis on it in our analysis. If you increase the length, you can use this as an ideal amount of bars for the divergences you find on the RSI. Lastly is the moving average on the RSI. The way you could use this is as a signal line, like when the RSI crosses over the MA as a buy signal for a part of a trading strategy, or just as a way to see the RSI as a smoothed value. Because when the MA crosses over the 50 line, it's more significant than just the RSI crossing over the 50 line for following trends, as I described previously. All in all, the RSI is a very simple and useful indicator for finding trends, trading divergences, and for using it in strategies like we show all over this channel. If you want to see our trading strategy playlist with custom indicators we make from scratch, just click right here on these to hop into an